Welcome to HWM Aston Martin, and welcome to this sort of a accessory guide or fitting instruction video that we thought we'd do for you guys that have bought some bits for your DBX. So we're going to run you through some fitting and some tips that I've personally found out putting these bits on in the showroom. We have got your roof bars, your Aston Martin twin-sided top box, as well as your single mounted bike carrier. Here's the tools that you'd be provided with for your accessories. So you'll have an Allen key for your roof bars, a torque tool for the top box. You'll get two sets of keys, one for your roof bars and also the other key for the top box. And then my favourite tool, which is your glass cleaner, which will aid with the ease of fitting the roof bars to the vehicle. And we'll show you how to use that as a bit of a tip as we go. And if you've got anything handy, you might want a step ladder or a stool. So what we're going to do first is fit the roof bars. A couple of things that are worth knowing is they are designed to only go on in one way, and they do have the label with front and back written on the underside of each. And when you get the roof bars from new, there will be a sticker on the front to show you which way the roof bars go on for the airflow, to make sure that they don't make a noise when they're fitted to the car. A couple of things I worked out myself is when you take them off, leave the clamp wound out. So next time you come to fit them, it will make it a lot quicker and easier to put them on. And also I've marked the rubbers with some lines, just so that I know which rubber goes where on which roof bar. All you need for this is just your keys for your covers and also your Allen key to clamp onto the car. So whilst loading the roof bars onto the car, to make life a little bit easier, you did see the glass cleaner earlier. If you spray that on along the rubber, it will move up and down the roof rail a lot easier for you to line up the hole and put the clamp on to the vehicle. And also when you take the ends off, just make sure you put them on each side of the car, so that when you come around to put these back on, you haven't got to worry about which one goes in where, and you can get this all done in a sort of a timely fashion. The only thing you need is your Allen key. So something else that's worth knowing, so when you're actually clamping the roof bars down and putting your final plate ends on, it's worth having the door open. They're quite a chunky door on DBX. So you'll get, because they don't have any seal, you'll be able to get right in and lean in, do your bolt up, and then slide on and lock on your end plates. So myself and my friend have just fitted this onto the car. A couple of things that are worth noting is if you just leave it all loose with the clamps underneath your roof box. For the purpose of this video, we've got the latch on this side of the car because we're in the UK, but this is a twin latched top box. So if you are in Europe, you would load your top box on the driver's side of the car, and so that it would open up the other way. But we want it to open from the passenger side. Also worth noting is when you open the boot lid, to make sure you get your box in the right place. Once it stopped moving, you then want to shuffle your boot. You want to shuffle your box down so it's on in its best position on the roof. But obviously you can still open your boot lid safely. So using your steps, this is the tool you'll need. This is your torque driver. Something that's worth knowing, if you're mounting the roof rack, just make sure that the clamp is all the way on the edge of the roof bar, so that you have enough space on the other side to mount your bike rack. Save you time having to undo this again and maneuver it around. So once you get your top box either on the near side or the off side of the car, depending on where you're traveling to, next thing we're going to load now is the bike rack. This is a single bike rack carrier, but for DBX you can also have a tow bar triple bike rack for the back. But for now, we just want to load one bike onto the car, and it's a pretty straightforward, easy to fit carrier, as long as you get your top box in the right place. So finishing up with the last clip, a handy tip for when you're going to load your bike, because what you don't want to be doing is manhandling it on top of the car, is just undo your rear wheel clip and just hang it on the back here for when you're then going to load the bike up onto the vehicle. So next thing we're going to do is move the front bit forwards, and then we're going to go and get our bike and put it on the car. So we're going to fit our lovely Aston Martin road bike to our DBX. So it's worth getting hold of the front forks and also just underneath by the rear wheel. When you're loading this to the car, once you're in, first thing I would do is make sure that this pedal is down, so you'll be able to open the top box from the other side. Roll back slightly, give it a wiggle, and then clamp in your front wheel. Make sure the bike is secure, and then we can go to the back wheel and move our rear wheel tie through the spokes. Make sure you're not pulling too much pressure on the wheels, and clip it down, and then make sure it's stable. Obviously there is a loophole on the top of this bit here which you can put a small chain through, just to make sure that nobody is going to steal your bike whilst you're stopping for petrol or anything like that. And there we are, that's your roof bars, top box, bike carrier, and in this case we're putting the bike on as well. Thank you very much.